Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to your weekly energy update. And this week we have a lot going on in the heavens as far as the planets. Well, Mercury is going out of its retrograde, yay, right, going into its post-shadow on the 18th. So we do have time here to reflect on what did we learn about things coming up from the past during the retrograde period. It will go direct on February 8th, which means it's fully moving forward. So we still have a little bit of time here during the post-shadow. The more we move away from January 18th to February 8th, the less of the Mercury kind of retrograde reflection energy will leave us. Then Uranus is actually going to be going into its post-shadow as well, but on January 22nd. And it takes a long time. It's further out, of course, than Mercury. Mercury is like right next to the sun. Uranus is, further out in our little solar system. So it takes more time for it to make movement in different places. So it's going to its post-shadow on January 22nd, but it doesn't go direct until May 10th. So we do have time here. Uranus rules over Aquarius, and it is about suddenness. It brings in change and has us look at new ways of looking at how to get things done, brings in new ideas, things like that as well. So whatever came up while Uranus was in its retrograde, we have a great deal of time between January 22nd and May 10th to look at that, what we learned during that period. Now, it goes then into pre-shadow again on May 26th. So we're going to be going back into retrograde in Uranus, so don't get too comfortable with it. But the furthest we get away from January 22nd to May 10th, the less impact of sudden change and having challenges on looking at how we do things impacts it there. And then this week, January 20th, we do go into Aqua season. So happy birthday to all you Aquarians that are coming up here, all you sun babies. And I do have a special pick a card for the Aquarius season for everyone, but it has a special birthday reading in there too for all you Aquarius suns that actually comes out tomorrow on January 15th. For the focus of this reading, though, on January 21st, we do have the new moon in Aquarius that's happening at 1:53 p.m. Mountain Time, which is the time zone I'm in. And so we'll focus in on the 10 new moon wishes that we make during the first 8 hours after the new moon. So, during that period, if you focus on like new moon wishes, it could be for anything. But to make the most of the power, we do it within 8 hours after the new moon. And if you focus in on the energy of the sign that the new moon is in, it is an even more powerful around manifesting those wishes. So I'll pop up the Aquarius characteristics here on the screen. And so you can see here how it has to do with the social circle, friends, acquaintances, groups, tribes, social media, that type of thing. Also humanitarian global outlooks, new and unusual ways of approaching challenges. That's that Uranus energy. The old no longer works for the new. It could be about technology, inventions, internet-based solutions and opportunities, lightning and electricity also. And big dreams. The Aquarius card in the tarot is the star card. It's one of the wish fulfillment cards. So it's like dream big. This is the sign of the 11th house of the whopping wishes is what I call them. There's a little astrological offering that I put, a service that I put out there, which I'll have linked down in the description box below if you're interested in getting your wishes, understanding more about wishes. It's also about sudden and surprising major changes, so rebelliousness and erratic behavior, higher spiritual thinking and pursuits around astrology, extraterrestrial connections, and other worldliness. It's also about detachment and having objective viewpoints. Of course, it's an air sign, so there's a lot of mental battles. Can have inflexibility, overthinking, brainstorming. And of course, the Aquarius sign rules over the ankles, the calves, the veins, and circulation. So if you have any type of challenges with that, then you can definitely make a lot of strong energy towards that with these new moon wishes. So that is how we can make the most of this energy of this new moon. For this reading, I'm going to be asking what new beliefs or ideas are arising from an unexpected event. So that's what we'll be focusing on here. Of course, there's going to be a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and yours starts right now. All right, Virgo, this is your weekly energy update. And we're going to start off here pulling a card from the Divine Guidance deck. And I call these the spiritual ink blot test because there's images on here that whatever you see in it is a special message for you. And then we'll read from the book as well. So we'll start here and see what Spirit and Creator wants you to know just about what new ideas, new awareness, new beliefs arise from an unexpected event, either that has already happened or will be happening shortly. Oh, I love this one. So pretty, pretty. Love the pink high heart energy. So that is your card, and let's see what that brings in for you. This is all about alignment. So this is the beginning of a very powerful shift, both spiritually and energetically. This is a complete connection and alignment of your higher self and physical self. Sometimes this alignment can cause chaos and confusion, but there's no need to worry or feel alarmed with what's happening in your life right now. Everything is moving into perfect order as your spiritual and physical selves align into perfect balance. Once complete, your daily life will be more in harmony with your spiritual path. It does remind me so much of the Two of Pentacles, which is about balance in the outside world. So whatever this unexpected event is, it brings in here this more balanced approach to living your life as a spiritual being in a physical body rather than just more so in the physical. It's a balancing out. I know we start off like 99.9% in the human body as we start off in this human experience, but as we grow older, as we go further in our path, we discover that we're so much more than the physical being, and we start balancing and becoming more aware, allowing our spirit to experience life more and more and experience a spiritual life here in the physical realm. We're also going to pull from the Magic of the Unicorns deck. Let's see what else they have to add to that. So what else for Virgo? What else? Okay, that one right there. And you do have number 28, Pool of Christ Light, which says, open your heart, spread unconditional love. All right. So let's see what message comes in here with this for you. So this is a card of transcendent love. For Christ light is pure source love that flows from the Godhead at a diamond white frequency. Unicorns carry it in their energy fields and bring it down on the golden ray through white gold, then gold, to a level where you can access it. And we'll turn the page here maybe. There it goes. So Christ light can heal at a cellular level. It can dissolve blocks in your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual fields and replace them with love. It can bring you peace or great joy and raise your frequency to the 9th dimension. It's also a powerfully protective energy. In our universe, great pools of Christ light are held in Lakume, it's Lakumay, the part of Sirius that has ascended. So ask your unicorn to take you there in meditation or sleep to bathe in the wondrous energy. This fills your spirit with love. You see with eyes of love, hear and talk with love. Your heart glows. You radiate love. Your guidance is to breathe in the Christ light and practice seeing, hearing, and communicating with love so that you live in a Christed way. Your unicorn is asking you to radiate the divine energy to other people, places, and situations too, for this will make a significant difference to them. It will also accelerate your ascension and bring you closer to your unicorn. And this card's the affirmation for the card, is I radiate Christ light, which is hilarious, right? So perfect, balancing of the heavens with the earth. And that's what Christ represented, right? Was someone who embodied a lot of the higher realm, the love from above, and walked that upon the earth. So I really love this awareness, just changing, like I said, walking more as a spirit being in physical form. Pretty. All right, and then we're going to pull from the Tarot of Dreams here. And let's see what else they want to add to this. So what else for Virgo, please? Okay. So they do want that one, and then these 4, or these 5. Okay. So we'll start with this one here, and we've got the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands represents someone usually up on a hill that shines bright and doesn't worry about the people who attack them. I know Christ, when they walked upon the earth, according to the Christian Bible, went through a lot. There's some books of writings of Christ who that they went to the east and some different things too. So definitely had quite a unique experience upon this earth, and ended up being crucified according to the Bible for their beliefs and being so different, standing out. And this card is telling you that you don't have to worry, stand out, be a light. The times are different than they were back then, quite a bit, but you get to shine bright. You can stand on a hill and shine. And when people get scared about that you're showing a love that they're not used to, you can be attacked because people that feel the lower than you out of fear want to bring you back down to where they feel they are at. And so it's not personal. It has to do with their lower self-esteem. And when they attack, it's okay. You just can, out of love and compassion, help raise them, and then they won't feel like they have to bring you down because they feel like they're at an equal place as you, not someone that thinks they're above them. So I like that. And then you have the Palace of Swords. Palaces are unique to this deck. Most tarot decks don't have those. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And you can see there's this huge sword here. This Ace of Swords is the foundation of this palace, which is creating a safe place to express yourself, which is what this is about, to express the capital T truth of the higher realms, which is all about the unconditional love of the higher realms. Very different than the conditional love of the human realms, which is when Christ came, he basically was teaching that you don't have to obey all these rules that were created through conditional love, through organized religion, where people were in organized beliefs, where they were creating these beliefs about you can't do this, the blah, 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 blah. And this is the, the expression of it. Allowing yourself to express those. And here's the sun. Beautiful, beautiful brightness. The sun, S-O-N and S-U-N. So I love 2023 that for me it's the year of the Trinity, 2023, becoming the child, becoming the Trinity with the mother and father of all things above, becoming the Christ child in a way. That we can have this relationship like the Godhead, like they say, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, but ours is Divine Mother, Divine Father, and us. And we can have this relationship as an only child of the Creator, because the Creator can be with each and every single one of us 100% as if we are their only child, and we don't have to share their attention and their love with trillions and trillions and quadrillions, how many souls there are. The Creator is so powerful, they can have this one-on-one relationship as if we're the only one who exists. And so I feel like this is part of all this. Again, shining bright, shining the bright light, the sun light, the S-O-N light, the S-U-N light. But like here with shining your light, this is, the sun does not ask permission to shine. It just does. And if people can't take it, then they get into the shade, and that's okay. We don't ask for anything back from our brightness that we shine, but we also don't ask permission to shine. So I love the power that's coming in here for you. Yeah. You do have the Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins represents usually a slow harvest, because what's the last thing that grows on a fruit tree is the fruit. But I also feel like with this change that's happening, that with this balancing between the heavens and your human self, that the goals and the direction that you were headed before, that you're ready, you're starting to see some fruit grow, and you're like, is that really what I want? And you're making a switch. So you're changing directions in your outside world with this new information, with this new bright light and inspiration that's coming. Yeah, and here you have the Justice card. So there again in their hands is that Ace of Swords. So you are connecting to capital T truths of the upper realm, which is allowing you to cut away and balance, like with that card here. It's the balancing between the heavens and the earthly existence. We're so out of balance with the small t truths that are rooted in the fears of losing a conditional love, that it gets outweighed and it gets balanced when we connect with the higher truths, those that are rooted in unconditional love. Yeah, because here's the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is the insomnia card, the nightmare card, and all these swords, those are those small t truths that are on the other side of the scale that keep you up at night, that have you, they're in your dreams. You wake up in sweat from a nightmare, or it's the last thing you think of going to bed, and then you wake up in the morning thinking about it. It's the fears, these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts that are overwhelming, but they're being balanced out and they're being chopped away by the capital T truths, by the Ace of Swords that you're being gifted with. Yeah, then you have the Faith card, the Hierophant. And this is about discovering your capital T truth, those truths which are of the higher realm of who you really are. And when you really can zero in on that, as these other things fall away, it does create the safe space here with the Palace of Swords for you to express those truths to the outside world, unafraid, trusting that you're being guided on how you share that truth and how it's going to be received. So I love this for you, Virgo. So very big, huge balancing coming in here. But then there's this beautiful expression of truth that also floods in with this new energy. So I love this for you, Virgo. So that is what they have for you, though, for this week. If you're interested in more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, pick-a card readings, and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on those and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then also by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And if you go in there, there's an option for all, which if you select it, two things happen. One, you're notified immediately when I post new videos. And two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know. Also, doing those things helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy, it wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. These are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful people, as you go throughout each and every second of every day of your life, please know that you, yes, you, are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking to you soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.